What got someone arrested at their own military wedding? My buddy Jake was getting married to his high school sweetheart Sarah on base. Beautiful ceremony planned, full dress uniforms, the works. Everyone was excited because Jake was deploying to Afghanistan 2 weeks later. The wedding was scheduled for 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Jake had been drinking since Friday night to calm his nerves. Not smart, but we figured he'd sleep it off. Wrong. Saturday morning, Jake's still hammered. Slurring his words, can barely stand. His best man David tries sobering him up with coffee and cold showers. Nothing works. 1:30 p.m. rolls around. Jake's in his dress blues, swaying like a palm tree in a hurricane. The chaplain pulls me aside. Is he going to make it through the ceremony? I'm thinking maybe we can prop him up, get him through the vows, deal with consequences later. Sarah's family flew in from 3 states away. Canceling wasn't an option. Ceremony starts. Jake's doing okay, just holding on to David for support. Sarah looks beautiful. Everyone's happy. Then comes the ring exchange. Jake reaches for the ring and completely faceplants. Not just stumbles. Full scorpion dive into the altar. Knocks over the unity candle. Crashes into the flowers, brings down the whole setup. That's when the military police show up. Turns out someone called them when they saw Jake driving onto base an hour earlier. Drunk driving on a military installation during wartime. Federal offense. The MPs didn't care about the wedding. Started reading Jake his rights right there at the altar. In front of 150 guests, including Sarah's conservative Christian grandparents who'd never seen anyone arrested before. Sarah's crying. Not happy tears. Devastated, embarrassed, furious tears. Her dream wedding turning into an episode of law enforcement reality TV. But it gets worse. During the arrest, Jake starts resisting. Tries to explain he's getting married, like that makes drunk driving legal. Pushes one of the MPs. Now it's drunk driving plus assault on a federal officer. The charges keep piling up while Sarah stands there in her wedding dress, watching her future husband get handcuffed. The chaplain doesn't know what to do. Technically, the ceremony never finished. Are they married or not? Legal department would sort that out later. Jake spent his wedding night in the brig. Sarah spent it crying in her parents' hotel room, still wearing her dress. The reception turned into the world's most depressing dinner party. Monday morning, Jake's facing court-martial. Drunk driving, assault on military police, conduct unbecoming. His deployment got canceled. His career was over. Sarah tried to stand by him initially, but the legal process dragged on for months. Jake got discharged with other than honorable conditions. Lost all benefits, GI Bill, everything. The marriage barely lasted 6 months. Hard to build a life together when one person destroyed their future at the altar. Sarah filed for annulment, citing fraud. Said Jake misrepresented himself. Jake moved back home with his parents, took a job at a hardware store. Still can't get decent employment because of his discharge status. Military background becomes a liability when it includes assault charges. 5 years later, Sarah's happily remarried to a civilian accountant. Quiet courthouse wedding, no alcohol, no drama. Jake wasn't invited, obviously. The crazy part? If Jake had just called a taxi that morning, none of this would have happened. One stupid decision cost him his career, his marriage, his entire future. His groomsmen still talk about it. We call it the wedding that wasn't. Most expensive hangover in military history. I learned something that day. Military justice doesn't pause for special occasions. Break the law in uniform, face the consequences in uniform, even on your wedding day. Jake's story became a cautionary tale around base. Don't drink and drive, especially in dress blues. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Guy who was supposed to serve his country ended up serving time instead.